Hey everyone, welcome back to Caesar's Freedomstead. So I want to go ahead and make a video here about growing the bananas. Now if you saw some of my earlier videos, I was telling you about there's different kinds of banana trees that you could buy at the store, and some of them don't produce bananas. And there's a good percentage of them that do, but you just gotta watch out for that. But what we have right here is, obviously this one's growing lots of bananas. Now we have about let's see here. We got about 5 banana trees out here, and these ones right here are starting to produce already, as you can see. And I wanted to go ahead and show you what we did, and this started growing out very quickly. So you guys can use these tips and tricks to go ahead and grow these banana trees and try to get them to grow as quickly as you can. Now let me go ahead and give you a close-up here on the bananas. Now you can see right there, this is how they grow. You know, up here was the first set of bananas, and then it gradually, as it grows, it sheds this outer layer here, and underneath there are these little baby bananas here, as you can see. And so as this kind of goes down and it sheds, these will get as big as these bananas here, and over time these at the top will obviously ripen first. So this is how they grow. It just keeps on going and keeps on going. It keeps on creating brand new sets of bananas on there. And so if you take well enough care of it, it will grow very healthy, large, nice bananas, and it will complete its growing here, its entire stalk. So you don't want to get into that trap of having an unhealthy tree and not doing it the right way, and all of a sudden this thing stops growing, or the bananas just aren't growing as large as they're supposed to. So this is what we did. First off, as you can see, this one's connected to another banana tree here. We kept these together because they kind of feed off of each other here and give shade. And we have the little pups over here growing as well. I don't know if you can see that. Right here, those are the little ones coming up. There's a larger one right behind here. Number one thing you want to do is, what we did is, when we dug the holes here, we made sure it was nice and loose and moist when we first got them in, because banana trees love water. It's called a tree, but it's not really a tree. It's more like a banana plant, you know. There's no wood involved in this. And so what we did is we put a bunch of really good fertilized dirt underneath, and we put some table scraps and the compost that we make inside of our raised bed, stuck it all in the hole there, and we put it in an area of our backyard here where it is nice, and the soil there is loose. There's certain areas here on our property there the soil is just, it's kind of sandy and it's hard, clayish as well. Not a good area to put the banana tree. So kind of dig around your backyard or wherever you're going to put it, and find an area that the dirt is nice and black and rich, and it's loose. It's not hard. You know, it kind of goes along with almost every plant, but definitely with the bananas. And what I do once in a while, say about every 3 months or so, I go get some fertilizer for fruit fertilizer. I don't have any one that I actually recommend. I've used many of them. There's a couple I like better than others, but I'll do it once every 3 months or so. I'll put some fertilizer right there in between the 2 trees and a little bit around it in a circle. And if you're in an area where it rains quite a bit, then you don't have to water it very often because you're getting plenty of it. Like we're in here in Florida now, so we're getting plenty of rain. And you know, if it's not raining where you're at, try to give it some like every day, because bananas love water. I have a few banana trees out here that I can just keep on giving it water and giving it water. You can actually see the thing sucking it up as you're putting it down in there. So they love water. They take a lot of water. So make sure you water it plenty. And they love sunlight as well. They are sun lovers. So the other portion of planting your banana tree is making sure it's in an area in your backyard or wherever you're going to put it that it's in direct sunlight all day. So this thing gets sunlight from sun up to sundown. It's in the area of our backyard that even when the sun is in front of the house, this gets hit first with the sun, and it's got sun for the entire day, all the way until the sun sets. So plenty of sun, and it is just booming with bananas. Now, these bananas right here, something you gotta know about banana trees, is that once it grows its stalk here, and you harvest that, it's not gonna grow another one. You gotta cut this one down, and you allow the pups here, like this guy back here, right here, and these little guys here. That's why they're growing around the banana tree, because once you cut off the stalk, obviously it's not going to grow another one. Once you cut this banana plant down, those ones are going to grow up and they're going to give you a new stalk. And so another reason why I kept this second banana tree right next to them is because once this one gives us a stalk and we cut it down, this guy's going to give us another stalk. And then we'll have plenty of room for the pups here. So those are the basic necessities for your banana tree. You need lots of water. And I don't mean like, you know, casually watering it like you're watering your garden. It'd be kind of pointless for me to say to water it. You gotta water everything. You gotta give it a lot of water. It loves it. Full sun all day. And put that fertilizer. I like using the little pellets kind of around it, around the base, or kind of like near the plant, but you don't want to put too much near it. You want to just kind of do it around the plant. As you can see, the grass has grown really well around the banana tree. And when you're planting it, you got to put in that good soil, make sure the ground is loose, and go ahead and try to put some compost in there as well. That's going to help out a lot, especially when you start to get fruiting going on here. You want to get the best bananas you can get. Now, when harvesting, the time to harvest is when all your first bananas that are up here, probably, I'd say down to where my hand is here. When these are starting to turn yellow, and here at the top, they're pretty much all yellow. There's gonna be a lot that are green, you know, down at the bottom. You don't wait for the entire thing to turn yellow because they're gonna start to rot. So once about half of it to maybe 33% of it becomes ripe, you want to go ahead and cut it, because bananas will continue to ripen after you cut it. So that's the best way to preserve all the bananas that you got on the stalk, because there's quite a bit. There's a lot of bananas on this thing. Too much for us to eat. We might have to give some away to some family and friends. And as you can see, it's still growing. It's still got a long way to go. Right up here is just about as much as I can eat. And I eat a lot of bananas. So that's how you preserve your bananas. You don't want to cut it when they're all yellow, because obviously these ones up here are going to go rotten. And some of them are going to get some dark spots on there. That's completely fine. Most of them won't. But that's the best way to do it, so that you're not wasting bananas getting rotten on the tree. And I want to show you one thing here, because a lot of people don't understand this. Banana trees, their leaves, they get all ribbony like this when they get hit with the strong winds. It's completely okay. Don't worry about that. Your tree's not going to die. It's not destroying your tree. That's just what happens with banana leaves. They just get all ribbony once they get hit with wind. They're really frail, I'd say. They're not like the typical tree or plant leaf. It does do that, but it's completely fine. When it grows out new leaves, they come out like this, completely fine and solid. Just when you get high winds, they look like that. Completely fine, don't worry about it. It grows brand new leaves very quickly, and those are still getting sun and still doing everything it needs to do. It's still doing photosynthesis. It's still producing nice bananas. That's perfectly fine. I do hear a lot of people that they don't understand that, so I'm just letting you guys know. And another thing to help your banana tree grow a lot, and to obviously get to its its banana producing stage, it's fruiting, is regularly cut the leaves that are turning brown. That's what I do all the time. The ones that are turning brown, kind of hanging over, go ahead and just cut them off. You see right here, these are all areas, even on this one here. Go ahead and slice them off. Even if you only have like 2 leaves left on it, 2 branches, whatever, that's completely fine. It's going to grow out new ones very quickly. As you can see here behind me, see, there's a banana there. It's all ribbony, but it's growing out new ones. It's another one right there and right next to it. Doing the same thing. So completely fine. Go ahead and regularly trim those leaves off. And it will continue to grow very large, very thick, and then you'll get the nice stalks of bananas. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. It might have been a little bit short, but I wanted to go ahead and teach you guys that. I'll make another video soon about some of the other fruit trees out here. But I hope you really got something from the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy bananas. I love bananas. And I'll see you next time. If you liked the video and you got something from this, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want me to make a video on any kind of gardening video, really, or fruit tree, we got probably about 10 different fruit trees out here. Let me know. But thank you so much. I'll catch you next time. See ya.